There. Now you got to do more than that. You can get up again. Place it flat right there. Okay, do it one more time. Place it flat right there. Okay, go stand in front of judge.
23 CR 1495 is now called. The state of Texas versus Lyndon Paul Brewer. You are Mr. Brewer?
Yes, sir.
With Mr. Adams, your attorney, and the state's attorney. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of this indictment?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And can we proceed in summary?
Yes, sir.
Okay, he's third-degree felon. It looks like he's an habitual felon.
That's correct.
What are we doing?
It's going to be, the agreement was 5 years TDC. He had
So
been
he's
on,
looking at 25 to life?
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty good deal.
In this case, I believe he had spit on the police officer there. That's what just giving you
Who
the
enjoys
circumstances.
being
Yes, sir.
spat upon.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, say something. You didn't do it or not?
No, on my life and my kids, man, I don't want to throw my life away.
Did you do it or
Some
not?
spit on a woman. I didn't spit on a woman.
Did you do it or not?
I didn't do it.
It's set for trial.
I didn't do it.
It's set for trial. This lady has a chance to be heard.
Guilty, but I didn't do it.
The
I just
lady,
want to free my soul before I see my.
oh,
That's
the
all I'm
lady-
gonna do.
the lady will have a chance to be heard. You're not gonna say you didn't. You're not gonna say you didn't do it and plead under oath you did, sir. We're setting it for trial. It'll be set for trial.
Maybe said trial.
Yes, that's what we're gonna do. Let a jury decide.
So I should say guilty. But when I say guilty,
You can go. You've already said that you're not guilty. I'm not going to accept you saying you're guilty under oath. That would be a lie. Honesty is something we all follow, or we're supposed to, sir.
The guy's a dickhead.
The important thing is Mr. Kindler's pretty much controlling the docket here and is making the decisions. He only had a driver's license. Driver's all right. Legally. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, he can have a seat right over here. You're late. The warrant is issued for your arrest. Really? Really? I mean, sexual assault of a child, prostitution, online solicitation of a minor. You're charged with those very serious, and you're ambling in late. Really? That's the way you take care of your business? That's what you think about and the importance of these cases? Well, that's why a warrant has been issued, and you're in timeout right now until we can get back to you here in a little bit. Okay? Failure is not an option. Thank you. It could be, but unless you were injured severely or an alien kidnapped you, and you're on Mars, this is simple. Grant.
Custody.
Okay, on Grant, that will be continued, 2 weeks, 2 cases. 23 CR 662 and 23 CR 960 here. Are those, thank you. We're gonna go into Jamal Petrie in just a minute. I
And I
have,
will not be playing any videos. I'm not going to be doing it today. That was going to be what we're going to take at lunch, but I don't.
Carrie Campbell and Ashley,
We've already taken care of Carrie.
on Ashley Grant. We've already taken care of that on Seraphiel Solomon. Okay, let me take care of that one. Where's that from?
That's from the trial docket judge here.
Let me see.
It's the trial docket.
Okay, where's Mr. Solomon? Come on up.
And this
Who is his attorney?
Judge.
Brian Gertz. We'll have to call him.
Okay.
You have failed your drug test. You have tested positive for methamphetamine and amphetamine. Your bond is revoked and zero bond. You must have a drug patch as a if you will have to have a drug patch. I'm going to have a hearing on this when we can get Mr. Gertz, and we'll take up the issue on what bond conditions, if any, or matters that would be, the court would be willing to consider. And this was off the trial docket. So we're going to get this straight for the record. You were coming in here for a trial today, and you're testing positive for methamphetamine and amphetamine. And I can guarantee you, sir, that your moral compass is out of whack if you feel like this is the way you should handle something important like trials, which are of sexual assaults of children, prostitution, and online solicitation of minor. You handled your responsibility. He tested positive for meth, amphetamine, and amphetamine, and his bonds are revoked. And
Your Honor.
no, don't talk to me. Talk to him before you start. This is a scientific test.
I don't deny that.
And all right, you really have to work on handling your responsibilities and issues more
I slipped up.
like an adult should.
New
Okay,
things happen in my life. I slipped up.
all right. And I'll put it on a hearing for later, but right now, no bond on a trial docket day when you're testing positive. What were his bonds originally?
50,000 on each case.
50,000 on each one. All right, put this on Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
Yeah, can we, for a bond, a hearing on bond. When can you be available?
I'll be here in another hearing on Wednesday.
Okay, we'll pick this up. We'll bring him back on Wednesday so that we'll get out of his system. We'll be, because we're not gonna release him out anywhere while he's testing positive. All right. That's on that.
Your Honor, I used it.
Now, talk to him.
Get him a calendar and second.
Okay, next is that's Mr. Son, Leroy Holden. Leroy Holden. Designation, what does that really mean?
I think at some point he was going to hire an attorney, and that might have been the designate.
Kind of broke, Your Honor.
Designate,
Who his attorney would be. I'm not sure what it's called designation.
yeah, because
This has been that for years.
because really it's not me designating, is
No,
it? Him inquiring.
Yes.
Anyway,
Which if it had been done by now, it would probably have been announced on a different day.
yeah, I see. All right, what's the update?
No money, Your Honor.
Why not?
Bills, holidays,
Don't you work for like I do?
I,
And like everybody
I
I
do.
know does? I mean, we got to pay our bills, and when we make mistakes, we have to pay for our own stuff. You're asking for the county? Are you able to work?
I'm disabled.
What do you mean?
I busted neck, foot, PTSD. I get 100% through the VA, but it barely covers my bills, you know?
Well, what are you? How does that adversely affect your ability to do work? It was like be a bank, making 80 cents an hour at 3 a.m. like I did when I was 16 years old. I mean, we all have issues. Nobody's perfect. I mean, how does that affect your ability to get a job?
It's just,
What happens? I mean, why can't you, the stack boxes, deliver paper, clean up, buildings. I mean, tell me, did you drive?
No.
Over?
I have family.
Okay, you can't operate a motor vehicle? Why not?
It's the case, DWI.
Okay, but you were operating a motor vehicle before, right?
Yes.
Well,
See,
Your Honor, just.
hold on, let me
Are you talking
finish
about
my thought.
Because he's pleading not guilty at this point. So I don't want to just
Oh.
do something on the record that could hurt him.
Are you able to drive a car?
I mean, I can, I'm like, of course.
Well, okay. So you can operate a 4,000-pound missile around town and you can't get any kind of other job? Yeah, does that make sense?
No.
Yeah, I know
we look at it like
PTSD.
that. No.
I know PTSD is a serious situation. It does, and I know family members who have acquired it through the military, but they worked to their refinery and made a handsome living. The chemicals got them, but there were others. But the point is that I don't understand. The taxpayers always ask me, why are we having to foot the bill for attorneys when people get in trouble? You're supposed to take care of your own mess. When we get in a mess, we got to figure a way to get out of it. But what is it? Help me out. Why can't you get a job? What is it about the syndrome? The situation, the medical situation that keeps you from being able to sweep up or use a mop or more important things than that. What is it? And especially,
I'm not trying to make excuses.
well, you gotta be assertive in life. And nobody's perfect. Everybody's got issues, but they work through them when they're able to. I mean, you're able to stand up and ambulate, and you think. I mean, what else does it take to get most of the jobs except the the willingness to work? I don't understand, sir. I sympathize with conditions. I just don't know what is about your condition where the taxpayers have to foot the bill for an attorney. When you're standing upright, you can drive a car, apparently.
A little more time and I'll be able to afford one myself. It's just really tight right now with money, so.
And enough, the indictment alleges you have 3 prior convictions of DWIs. So unless there's someone else, the grand jury thinks that you can operate a motor vehicle.
Do you
You
think
just try it.
Well, would that be enough for you to get something going?
It was
When was the last time
The
you
first
had-
was the enough,
When was the last time you had a job?
in a couple of years.
What were you doing?
Working in plants, I was an X-ray technician, I
God bless you.
became a felon.
I know. Okay. All right.
Kind of ruined my career, so.
Did you have PTSD? Had you experienced PTSD? Were you diagnosed with PTSD before you got that job at the refinery? Oh, I took a long route there to get to the point that you helped me make, so you can work.
I see where you're coming from. I'm not trying to make excuses.
You got to get up. You got to get out of bed and go do it. I'm gonna give him 4 weeks.
I can see him have an opportunity to hire someone that's ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that's 5 minutes of my life. I'll never have back to get to that point, but. Oh, like. Yeah. Other people shouldn't be, number one, everybody's got an issue. And you're not in a boat by yourself. Other people, and you work with the issue as best you can. It's not like you're unable to ambulate, you're quadriplegic or something. And you worked at the refinery since you've had PTSD, so you can't blame it on that. You operate a motor vehicle according to the grand jury. Get a job. And become independent and make better choices. I see 3 DWI convictions here. What was it alcohol or?
It was. But alcohol content was 0.1.
Yeah, well, are you familiar with the other 3 convictions?
Only that they were in Harris County, Judge, in 2018, obviously in our, on the indictment. It was.
Do we need as a condition of bond assistance for your, for any kind of problem like alcohol abuse, for example? I don't know.
I mean, I quit drinking since all this started.
Since this last event? That's important.
It is.
What are we gonna do here? I mean, is there a way, I mean, is this headed for any kind of dispositions? Because maybe we can get a disposition to help the man along.
I would like to, but it's not at this point.
Okay, all right. 4 weeks, then get a resetting for 4 weeks. Who's driving you?
My mother.
Your mother? Yeah. You gotta get independent when you're able to be, and I think, yeah. All right, Mr. Summerlin, get a reset. Lenny Nixon?